Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing really well. Today's video is a Q&A and I'm going to be answering some of your questions. So let's get straight into it. First of all, I just wanted to say thank you guys so much for 3,000 subscribers. I can't believe we keep hitting these milestones. I just am so incredibly grateful to you guys for showing up and engaging with my videos. And of course, I hope you enjoy them too. And I am also open to any other video suggestions. So if you have anything particular you'd like to see from me, then please leave it in the comments below. But without further ado, let's get into it. So Choco Cat has asked 3 questions. And the first one is, what is your all-time dream Jellycat? And this is so difficult for me because I can't narrow it down to a specific one. However, I can tell you my absolute dream Jellycat collection would be the Shanghai Cafe exclusives that you can get from the experience there. I'm not sure if they're still doing it or if they've stopped, but I'll leave a photo of what they look like here. I don't know all of their names, but it is basically the teapot and the teacups, and then there's a bubble tea with a flower on, and also the Shanghai Bartholomew Bear holding a cupcake. I just think it's so cute, and the cake. I just absolutely love these pink colours so much. I love the like muted dusty pink purple colour, and I just think they all look so perfect together. They just look so cool and so aesthetically pleasing. So they're my all-time dream Jellycats. I don't expect to ever even be able to get them because I'm not prepared to pay absolutely crazy resale prices. However, if anyone would like to send me them and offer them for me for retail, I will happily buy them off you. But yes, those are my dream Jellycats. The second question they've asked is, do you collect anything else? So that's actually a really good question. And luckily for me, and I think it's probably a good thing, I don't collect anything else at the moment. And to be honest, I've gone absolutely mad on Jellycats. So it's definitely for the best. However, in the past, I have collected a lot of different things. So growing up, I collected Polly Pockets, Littlest Pet Shops. They're the ones with like the little, like, well, they're not little, they're actually quite big heads and then they dangle. I'll insert a photo here. And then I also used to collect stamps. My granddad got me into it. I don't know how. And I feel like this is more of something that an older person would collect, so I don't know how I got super into it. Another thing I used to collect was these things called glansbilder. Now, I'm actually half Norwegian, for those that don't know that already. In fact, most of you probably don't know that. And I don't know what it is in English. I'll need to try find out, but I'll insert a photo here. But they're basically these like shiny thin photos, like cutouts. They look like stickers, but they're not sticky, and they're all connected, and then you could cut them off and then put them into like a scrapbook. So I used to collect them and cut them up and then put them into like a nice scrapbook. So that's another thing I used to collect. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. No, I think that's it. Ooh, number 3, a controversial one. What is your least favourite Jellycat? That is a very difficult question. And I'm just trying to think now. You put me on the spot because, yeah. Now, I feel really bad saying this, but my least favourite Jellycat has got to be the curly bunny. I feel so bad, but I'm not giving her the love that she deserves, to be honest. If you guys can remember, I've said before that I do really try to be mindful of which Jellycats that I pick for my collection. And I tend to try and think on it for a couple of weeks, which is why I've missed out on so many Jellycats that I wanted. Like the fluffies. I mean, I have the fluffy turtle now, thanks to my friend May. But yeah, I've missed out on a lot of them before. And I think it's because I was in London, I was in Harrods for the first time, I got really carried away. And out of complete impulse, not only was I in Harrods for the first time, but I also had never seen the Luxe Curly Bunny in person before. I just kind of rushed and picked it up, and I did start to like it a bit more, but I just don't love her like my other Jellycats, and I feel awful. But yeah, I think she may need to go to a new home, and I'm just being totally honest with you guys. Like, I just think it's better if she goes to a new home and I can make room for another Jellycat in my collection that I would really, really like, and she can be really enjoyed by someone else. Yeah, I just don't know. It's her texture, because she's not that soft, and I don't think she feels, I mean, she's my only gold label Jellycat, Luxe Jellycat, but I don't think she feels that luxurious, in my opinion. I think she feels a bit like she's been in the washing machine a few too many times, but she does look really cute, and I do like the fact that her nose is pink, and I like her colouring, like her golden colouring, but it's just the texture for me. So the Luxe Curly Bunny is my least favourite Jellycat. Next up, we have a question by Harry Potter superfans, and she is asking what inspired me to start collecting Jellycats. This is a really good question. You guys have got some really good questions here. My very first Jellycat was actually a Christmas decoration, and actually, one second, I'll go grab it to show you guys. So, my very first Jellycat was this amusable, small blue spruce Christmas tree, and she even has the old leaf tag, which is what the tags used to look like for amusables. And she's also got the plastic tag here too. And yeah, she was a Christmas decoration, and I absolutely loved her. Sorry if I'm repeating myself, because I have explained this story before in my full collection video. If you haven't watched that, then you should go watch it, and I'll leave the link down below. But yeah, she was a Christmas decoration, and I just really wanted her for my room, and I'm absolutely useless at keeping plants alive. So I thought it would be really good to get a fake Christmas tree for my bedroom, and I just absolutely fell in love with her because she is this like frosty, I don't know how to explain it, like muted green. Like, she's not like a bright green. She looks kind of dusty looking, I guess. I don't know if that's right. It just looks like she's got a bit of frost on her. And I loved her gold star detail, just the shimmer. I just think it was very subtle, very classy. So I did pick her up with my boyfriend's mum, and she got a tiny candy cane. And that's what basically set me off. It was to do kind of like seasonal decorations. And so I was living at home when I bought this Christmas tree, and me and my boyfriend were saving money by living at home with my mum, and we were sharing a room. And my mum, she doesn't mind Jellycats, but she doesn't want to have loads of Jellycats around the house. So, and my room was too small, and it would be too cluttered to have loads of Jellycats. I didn't buy any Jellycats for almost 3 years, either 2 or 3 years. I need to look it up and find out and get back to you. But yes, I bought her either Christmas 2022 or 2021. I didn't buy another Jellycat up until September 2024 last year. So, okay, I've been collecting for a year now, so about 2 years. So once we moved out 2 years later, I just thought it was the perfect excuse to start collecting Jellycats, because I could use them as little like decorations or ornaments around the house to just make them a bit more fun, and I just really loved them. It was just an excuse to buy them, really. So then I started to get some for my birthday. I got the donut and then the amusable oats, and then it just went on and on and on from there. And I went absolutely crazy at Christmas with my Christmas display, which I absolutely love. And I think I've come to the conclusion now that I prefer to get Jellycats that are seasonal, so I can take them back out at different times of year and Some people might find this a bit controversial, but I prefer to put Jellycats away at certain times of the year and then bring seasonal ones out, because putting them away, some people don't like because they think, oh, they're unloved and they're just tucked away in a drawer. However, saying that, if you keep your Christmas Jellycats out all year, by the way, I'm not judging you if you do, then it's just not as special because they're just sat there on a shelf all year and you kind of forget about them. They're not as special when you look at them every single day. Whereas I find that if I put them away for, say, after New Year's, I put away my Christmas Jellycats until next year, it brings me so much more joy getting them back out and then kind of rediscovering them in a way. Some of them I probably forget what they even looked like because they've been away for the whole year. And the same goes with my summer collection. For example, here I've obviously got the fluffy sea creatures, which I've started to collect, and the coral and some of the new summer collection, which I absolutely love. And I will be putting them away around September time because I'm then going to be getting out my Halloween Jellycats. And when I bring them back out, I'll just get so much more excited. And same will happen next year when I bring the summer ones back out. I will just feel so much more, I don't know, spark towards them, I guess. I'll just get more excited. So that is what I like to do. That is just personal preference. Let me know down below what your thoughts are on that, because I personally think that that is totally okay. And I know a lot of my other friends do the same. Like, they don't necessarily keep their seasonal ones out all year. And I think it will be better for me to start collecting seasonal ones, because I do have a lot of Jellycats, like food collection ones, which I really like. But they kind of just sit there all year. And I think going forwards, I think I need to be a bit more, I don't know how to explain it. Oh, and I also want to know your thoughts on this. So I have a fruit collection and a vegetable collection. And in my opinion, in terms of seasonality, I actually think, and this might be like common, like a lot of people will probably be thinking the same thing, but the fruit Jellycat remind me more of summer and are more of a seasonal summer Jellycat. And the vegetables are more of a winter Jellycat. So I currently have a fruit and vegetable display downstairs, but I am actually thinking about putting the vegetables away until the winter and then bringing them back out for the reasons that I've just mentioned about them bringing me more joy. So yeah, I might do that, and also to make room for other seasonal ones. I will be doing a video soon, which has been requested by you guys quite a lot in the comments, about my Jellycat display, so the ways I display them around the house, and then I'll also do a bit of a refresh with you. So maybe when I pack my vegetables away, you can be part of that. And then I do have a couple of summer Jellycats on the way, so we can put those out together as well and create more of a summery display. I think that would be really fun. The second question they've asked is, why do you love Jellycats so much? I love them too, in brackets. I'm glad you love them too. So I love Jellycats for many different reasons, and the first reason is because of how accurate they are. It's the detail on them. So when I first started collecting, I started with amusables, and most of my collection are amusables. And I just really liked how realistic they looked to those real items, especially the food ones. I love the detailing on them and the whole like sensory experience of when you look at it and then see the textures and then feel the textures. I just really love that about Jellycats, and I think that they are so spot on compared to any other plush toy. And secondly is the quality of them. They just feel so much better quality than other plushies, in my opinion. I think they do genuinely feel premium. Of course, they come with a premium price tag. They are a lot more expensive than your average plushie cuddly toy. But I do think that you can feel the quality difference, in my opinion. And I just love the whole brand that Jellycat have created in general. And also, this is probably a bit of a basic answer, but because of those reasons, them being so funny and so accurate. They just bring me so much joy. I personally love to go on a hunt for different Jellycats. I love going to independent stockists and gift shops and just really like having a good browse at what they have and finding new retired Jellycats. Yeah, I just really love the hunt. I love that aspect of Jellycats. So next, and probably the final question for this video, because I think this video is getting a little bit long, is a question by Steph, and it is, if you could only keep one Jellycat, which one would it be and why? And that, again, is a really good question. And I think I'm gonna have to say, so this is a really tricky question for me, and I can't give you one answer, which I know is kind of cheating because you did ask for one, but I'm gonna give you, I think, 5 Jellycats that I would definitely keep out of my collection of 70 odd. The first one is the Amusable Blue Spruce Christmas tree, for the reasons that I said earlier and how it was my first ever Jellycat that started off my collection. The second one that I would definitely have to keep is this Amusable Christmas pudding. She is so special to me because my friends Benny and Jono bought her for me and my boyfriend as a housewarming / Christmas present. Well, mainly for me. And honestly, it was just so selfless and sweet of them, especially from my best friend Benny, because she had loved Jellycats for a really long time, but she was saving up to buy a new house. And honestly, I couldn't believe it because she actually bought me a Jellycat before she even bought herself her first ever Jellycat. And this one is so cute and also super expensive. The third Jellycat that I would 100% keep is the Cheryl Cherry Cake, and it's not just because she is a Harrods exclusive and she's rare, but it's because my boyfriend was so kind and went out to London to Harrods to pick it up for me. He really didn't have to do that, and I know that he likes Jellycats because I like Jellycats, but he's not someone that would necessarily buy Jellycats himself. So the fact that he went out of his way in London and got a tube to Harrods, he'd never even been to Harrods before, and found his way around the shop and bought this one for me is just so sweet, and I will forever be grateful to him for doing that for me. Of course, there are so many other Jellycats that I could list on and on and on about which ones I would keep. They're mostly for sentimental reasons rather than what they look like, but you guys know that I think they all look cute anyway. So yeah, I think that was probably a given. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's been lovely to interact a bit more with you guys, and hopefully you've got to know me a little bit better through this Q&A. I will be answering the other questions in a part 2 later on in another video. But if you have any other questions you'd like to ask me, then please leave them in the comments below or on my post on my channel. Thank you guys so much, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!